This is the induction ceremony for Rao Govindaraju. I'm Kumara Sinha, and good morning to you, and welcome to the Purdue Advisory Council luncheon. I'm a senior faculty member in the School of Civil Engineering, and I'm Master of Ceremony for today's recognition of Rao Govindaraju's accomplishments. And that includes his latest honor, being elected a distinguished member of the American Society of Civil Engineers. As I said, today in Miami, Florida, as we are assembled here, the American Society of Civil Engineers is inducting its new 9-person class of distinguished members. It is an important day in the life of ASCE because distinguished membership is the highest honor to which a civil engineer can aspire. It's an honor that must be conveyed in person, but there is a problem. GS could not be present because of the advisory council meeting. So ASCE asked that it be represented by me, also a distinguished member from the class of 2005. Actually, I'm an honorary member, but that's a different story. You know, there is a saying, if Muhammad cannot go to the mountain, mountain comes to Muhammad, so that. You know, GS could not go to ASCE, ASCE is here. I represent ASCE really along with other distinguished members whom I will introduce soon. I remember the day I received the phone call telling me of my election. I was happy to know I was being recognized as eminent by those who count, my professional colleagues. Originally known as honorary members, distinguished membership is reserved for ASCE members and fellows who demonstrate eminence in a branch of civil engineering. Began in 1853, the list of honorees includes civil engineers of regional and world renown, both practitioners and academics. The ranks currently number an elite 238. Now, ASCE has 150,000 members. So you can see how selective is this group. I now ask all ASCE distinguished members stand and receive our welcome. Professor Denovich, Dr. Bowen, and Dr. Burke. You know, it's all scripted here. It says there should be applause, so we did that. Then they sit down, so they sat down, okay. Okay. Now, at this point, I request Dr. Christopher Burke to read the signed congratulatory letter from President Robin Kemper and Executive Director Tom Smith. Dr. Burke? Okay. Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Sinha. This is a letter that the American Society of Civil Engineers sends our joyous greetings to you on the occasion of your induction as distinguished member. As an eminent scholar in the field of hydrology, internationally recognized for work in statistical hydrology, your research has addressed issues of heterogeneity and uncertainty in surface and subsurface hydrology, contaminant transport, watershed hydrology, and climatic influences. Your research has been used by EPA for managing pollutant loads under sparse data and uncertainty. In Italy, your research has influenced run-on mechanisms, leading to reassessment of hydrologic design, and some of your models are now being applied to drought studies in India. Distinguished membership is reserved for ASCE members or fellows. As you've already heard, the board recognizes you for your, and this is the quotation that will be forever part of the award, for your far-reaching contributions in developing advanced statistical methods to address complex hydrologic problems associated with flooding, drought, and extreme climatic events, and for significantly influencing civil engineering education. He closes by saying, we are proud of your career achievements and contributions, and please accept our sincere congratulations on the occasion of becoming a distinguished member. Congratulations.
With 500-year floods becoming all too common in some parts, and droughts and wildfires being the norm in others, the ravages of climate change are inspiring heroes in our profession to take charge. One such trailblazer is Dr. Rao S. Govindaraju, professional engineer, professional hydrologist, diplomate of the American Academy of Water Resource Engineers, fellow of the Environmental Water Resources Institute, and distinguished member of the American Society of Civil Engineers. Internationally renowned for his exemplary contributions to hydrology, Dr. Govindaraju has been active in the study of issues of heterogeneity and uncertainty in surface and subsurface hydrology, contaminant transport, watershed hydrology, and climatic influences. Employing every tool at his disposal to overcome the lack of readily apparent data, Dr. Govindaraju has demonstrated how satellite and other remote-sensed data can be used to reconstruct historical records over arid regions where records of hydrologic variables are unavailable. In this age of artificial intelligence, he has expertly developed machine learning theories that engage sea surface temperatures along with associated uncertainty information to predict rainfall in various regions globally. In the U.S., the EPA funded his research to manage pollutant loads under sparse data and uncertainty. Internationally, he has uncovered run-on mechanisms leading to improved hydrologic understanding and applied some of his models to drought studies in arid and semi-arid regions in India. Dr. Govindaraju is the Bowen engineering head of the School of Civil Engineering and the Christopher B. and Susan S. Burke Professor at Purdue University. An ardent voice for educating the next generation of engineers, he has advised PhD and MS students while guiding the undergraduate and graduate programs in the Lyle School of Civil Engineering to rank in the top 10 by the U.S. News and World Report. Over the course of his career, Dr. Govindaraju has been recognized many times, including with ASCE's Ven T. Chow Award, Arid Lands Hydraulic Research Prize, State of the Art of Civil Engineering Award, Alfred Nobel Prize, and the Walter L. Huber Civil Engineering Research Prize, among others. The American Society of Civil Engineers is proud to bestow on Rao Govindaraju a distinguished membership.
I'm not done yet. I'll put the pin. Okay. Make sure I don't stab you. Okay, just don't worry. Stay there. Okay. GS, the symbols of distinguished membership are the gold and ruby lapel pin. And the engraved medallion you have, it's engraved, that has just been bestowed on you. Distinguished members wear these symbols at ASCE events. I entrust you to join us in this tradition, and now I invite you to offer your acceptance remarks. Okay?
Well, thank you all for coming. I want to start by saying that, as Dean Meng Chang pointed out, we are actually in the top 5, not top 10. I want to thank President Kemper and ASCE for this award. It's truly very special to be included with this current cohort of honorees and to join the list of past recipients, all of whom I hold in high regard. I accept this honor with humility and gratitude. Many have contributed to my career. I am one of 6 siblings who have been blessed with truly inspiring parents. I have further benefited from many mentors and students, all of whom have contributed to my learning over the years. I'll essentially name a few just for brevity. Professor Levent Kawas, who actually taught me hydrology and who is actually being inducted right now as a distinguished member himself. Dr. VP Singh, who introduced me to the idea of service. I'll also mention Chris Burke and Bob Bowen, whose professorships I hold and who remind me of the importance of the practice of civil engineering. So I have learned from a lot of people. It's no coincidence that many of these people are also distinguished members themselves. On this occasion, I'll try and read some of the tea leaves of what the future holds for us in civil engineering. With rapidly changing future environments, and climate change is one of them, so this is one change. The other change that we have is in the unprecedented development in sensors, how we gather data, and our computing capabilities. So with these 2 changes, we as civil engineers will be called upon to design new algorithms which will allow us to address the high dimensional problems that civil engineers especially face in the future. And we will also be called upon to take challenges of how we assess risk when these kinds of boundary conditions and forcings are continually changing. All of these are very important problems, very exciting. As I keep telling our students, it's a wonderful time to be a civil engineer. Let me end on a personal note. I've been very fortunate to have my wife Kumari by my side for over 30 years. I'm also pleased to have my parents-in-law with us. It's very special. And our 2 daughters, Himaja and Alekhya, who make me proud every day. Once again, thank you for this great honor.